Now that we're in the middle of May and the weather is beautiful throughout most of the country, people are loving spending their time outdoors, entertaining, hanging with friends and family, grilling, burgers and ribs. And this pasta salad from Whole Foods Supermarket is the perfect summer side dish. In fact, it's even named pasta with grilled summer vegetables and fresh mozzarella cheese. Welcome to Restaurant Recipe Recreations, everybody, a channel dedicated to teaching you how to create your favorite signature recipes from the most popular restaurants. And I know, Whole Foods Supermarket is not technically a restaurant, but Whole Foods is known for their amazing salad bar display and their incredible to-go foods. But they're also known to be a little pricey, if you hear what I'm saying. The average pasta salad at Whole Foods runs about $10 a pound. So if you're entertaining and you walk away with 2.5–3 pounds of pasta, it's gonna run you about $30. But I'm going to teach you how to recreate one of their most popular pasta dishes, and for a fraction of the price. So let me tell you a little bit about what this pasta dish is, and then we'll go ahead and get into it. The pasta that they use for this salad is a rotini or a fusilli shape, like the corkscrew pasta, so you're going to want to get a box of that. And I mentioned that it has grilled summer vegetables, so we're going to be grilling today a zucchini and a yellow squash. We're also going to be grilling red pepper. The salad is also tossed with fresh baby spinach, fresh basil, fresh mozzarella, the bocconcini, which is the little mozzarella balls, slivered red onion, and halved grape tomatoes. And then it's all tossed together in a homemade balsamic vinaigrette. So let's get started. You want to boil the pasta first so that it has a chance to cool, because this is a pasta salad, of course. And just make sure to salt your water. Boil the pasta according to al dente instructions, which for Barilla Rotini is 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, drain your pasta and rinse well under very, very cold water. Okay, next we're going to make a very simple but delicious homemade balsamic vinaigrette. Get yourself just like a cruet or whatever you use when you make homemade dressings, something that you can really shake it up. And I've been on a real avocado oil kick lately, so I'm gonna use that. If you would rather use olive oil, that's fine too. But I do recommend using a premium oil. Don't just use like a canola oil or a peanut oil. So start with 1/2 cup of your premium oil, and then you're going to use 1/4 cup of a premium balsamic vinegar, 1 tablespoon of honey, and 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Next, you're going to mince 1 large garlic clove. Add the garlic to the dressing, of course. Add 2 pinches of kosher salt and 4 to 5 cranks of cracked black pepper, and give it a good shake. And then just stick this in the fridge until you're ready to use it. And then the next thing that you want to do is to clean and prep your vegetables for grilling. So starting with the red pepper, remove the seeds, the stems, and the ribs, and leave the vegetables in fairly large pieces for easier and faster grilling. Next, take your yellow squash, trim off the ends, and cut the yellow squash lengthwise in about 1/2 inch slices. Same thing with your zucchini. Trim the ends and cut it lengthwise in 1/2 inch slices. Now to your peppers, zucchini, and squash, add about 2 tablespoons of your olive oil or your avocado oil and 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. And then just toss the vegetables to coat. And now you want 1 cup of red onion, thinly sliced. 1 cup of grape tomatoes, halved. 6 ounces of fresh mozzarella balls, also known as bocconcini, and you want those halved as well. 2 tablespoons of fresh basil leaves, julienne. The way that I like to julienne basil is to start by taking your larger leaves, placing them on the bottom as sort of a base, and then stacking the smaller leaves on top. Roll the basil and thinly slice it. So there you have 2 tablespoons of julienne fresh basil. And then finally, 2 cups of baby spinach. We're going to keep the leaves whole. We're not going to julienne the spinach, but just make sure that you remove all of the tough stems. And now, using your all-clad indoor grill pan or your outdoor grill, you want to grill the zucchini, the squash, and the peppers. Give your grilled vegetables a chance to cool before you put them directly into the salad, because of course this is a cold pasta salad, but also you don't want to melt your mozzarella cheese with the vegetables that are too hot. I stuck mine in the freezer for about 10 minutes and they're perfect. So once your grilled vegetables have had a chance to cool down, you want to cut them into bite-sized pieces. And then toss them into your largest mixing bowl because we're ready to finish this salad. Let's add in the al dente pasta that's had a chance to get nice and cold. Next is 6 ounces of bocconcini, 1 cup of slivered red onion, 1 cup of the halved grape tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of the julienne fresh basil, and 2 cups of baby spinach that have been de-stemmed. And now we'll toss this whole beautiful salad with our homemade balsamic vinaigrette dressing. Now I'm going to taste this before I add any salt and pepper. It's pretty perfect as is, but I have a tendency to like things a little on the saltier side, so for me, I'm going to add some salt, and I love fresh cracked pepper, so I'm going to add both. But I'm going to leave it up to you to decide what you want for your taste. Let's give this a final stir, and we'll go ahead and do our moment of truth. Would it be gross for me to just eat this right out of the bowl? It would. It would be gross. That's nice. That's nice. And we just saved you $10 a pound, right? And speaking of pounds, this is a much healthier version than like a thick, creamy, mayonnaise-based pasta salad, which are good too. Y'all know I love my Duke's mayonnaise, but there's a time and a place for everything, right? All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you find this channel fun, informative, but most importantly, if I'm bringing you value by teaching you how to recreate your favorite signature recipes from the most popular restaurants, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me if you haven't already. If you have, thank you very much. Go ahead and shoot me a little thumbs up while you're at it. And until I see you all again, everybody, make it an awesome, awesome day and go enjoy your summer. Cheers. I love y'all. And for more great summer recipes, check out right here.